All right, we are on and we are rocking. Emran, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, clear.
All right, everyone can hear us. We are clear. We are going to rock and roll today. We're going to have a good time. My name is Ryan Lee. I'm going to be your host, and we're going to be talking today about how to sell more of your books on Kindle, even if you are not a writer. And I am really proud to introduce just one of the greatest guys I've ever met, a true success story, someone who came to the United States from Pakistan, and has was even a furniture salesman, and now is making over $14,000 or $15,000 per month on Kindle, and he has not written one word. Now you can write a word, and we're going to talk all about the different models and how exciting it is to actually create a book on Kindle and how easy it is. And we're even going to open up Amazon and take you through and show you lots and lots of good stuff. And you want to stick around to the end for something really, really special, very special. So please don't go anywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Mr. Emran Saeed. Here he is. All right, Emran,
Thank you.
you're on.
Yes, yes.
All right. We like to make these trainings nice and meaty, so let's dive right in.
All right, man. Thank you very much for having me, Ryan. I want to thank you guys for attending this training. I know you guys could be attending a lot more important things in life, but you're here with me, so thank you very much. Before we move on, I just want to make sure you guys grab something to write with, a piece of paper, pen, because we're going to be covering a lot of content here. All right, so, but before I go into it, I just want to introduce myself, of course. This is me right here. My name is Emran. I came to this country back in '97. I was about 16 years old. I started working at a fast food joint. I was a stock boy, and then I went into electronics, and finally I got into big in the furniture industry. I'm husband for 4 years. I know there's a typo right there, 5 years. My wife yelled at me the other day. She said it's four, not five. That tells you how much attention I pay attention to this kind of stuff, right? Um, and like I said, I worked at every single job. Um, Matter of fact, let me show you a picture of mine right here. This is me all the way on the right. I have a big red arrow right on top of my head here. Uh, this is something we are in a sales in an office in a furniture store where you see we were celebrating kind of success for each category, like delivery, who was the top writer, who was the top insurance guy. Um, the job was okay, and I was making good money there, but the problem was the time. I was spending a lot of time working there, about 50 to 60 hours per week. There were some days I spent uh, 15 hours a day working.
That's a
Fourth of
lot of
July,
time. Yeah.
that's a lot of hours, yeah. But you know, it's something I had to do. I mean, I had to do. I mean, I was thankful for having a job, so don't get me wrong. But freedom's something I wanted, so I started looking into different things. You know, a lot of make money products online, and I was scammed many times. Like you know, you hear that story all the time, but it was the case. That's how you learn in an online marketing, where you know you go through different products and something hits you, and that's where I actually came across Kindle, and I started experimenting with it a little bit more to see where I can come up with. And in the beginning, I really didn't do anything. I was just looking through it, and I did a couple of books. I know it doesn't work, you know. And then uh, I started uh, I started going through different websites. I wanted to see what I can find, and I went through this article I'm going to show you actually later on, and how much money I made um, in the beginning, and I'm still making that. So it's not like it just ended. I'm still making tens of thousands of dollars per month. I'm going to show you that later on. So Ryan, you want to just dig right in into the
Yeah, yeah.
training?
Yeah. We're going to talk about today. What are the hottest markets to publish in? We're going to talk about creating a bestseller without writing a word. And this is again not theory. We're going to actually show you people who are in this program called the Six Figure Kindle Club who are having every single day number one bestsellers. And these are people who have never written a word, never had a book published, nothing, because it really is a proven system, and you're going to discover the number one reason why people really do buy. It's just it's really powerful. I won't go on anymore. We're gonna dive in now, but it really is just something that I highly recommend all my clients do is start publishing Kindle books for front end, back end, every way. You should be on Kindle.
That's correct. So actually, let's jump over to Amazon.com, and I want to show you guys how I really create my own books. It's nothing really difficult. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to Amazon.com, and you're going to go all the way on the left side where it says sort by department, and you're going to hover over books and Audible, and then we're going to click on Kindle books. All right, once you are in Kindle books, you're going to click on Kindle best sellers. Right now, these are all the best sellers paid, right? Because that's what we want. We want paid, and that's how we're going to get paid as well. So we're going to look into our best sellers. We also have top free, but we're not looking into that. So I'm going to actually niche it down a little bit more. I'm going to go into one of the hottest markets, which is the cookbooks, food and wine. All right, and you're actually going to drill down even a little bit more here. We're going to go into drink and beverages. Let's kind of explore that a little bit, see what we have here. Now, it's the beginning of the year, right? So a lot of people are into diets and smoothies and stuff like that. And as you can see here, most of the drinks here, the beverages, have to do with some kind of smoothies or juicing or some kind of detoxing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to just click on the #1 bestseller here in drinks and beverages. Now notice one thing here. The title is pretty simple, right? Green Smoothie Joys, recipes for living, loving, and juicing green. And this is a #1 bestseller. Has a lot of great reviews as well. If you look at it, has a lot of great reviews, right? And it was published just about a couple of weeks ago, so beginning of the new year. Now this book is about 29.23 paid, which means I know this from experience. It's actually about 50 to 60 books per day
Wow.
this person is selling. And now it's probably, I mean, for $2 it gets $1 plus $100 a day. That's not bad for a one book. So that's
Look,
about
let's think about
$3,000
it
a
again.
month.
Yeah, $100 a day is $3,000 a month, which is $36,000 a year. That's more than the average person makes in the United States per year. That's with one
You got that.
book. Now, we're not promising you're going to publish one and you're going to make 36,000 a year, but we're showing it's possible, and it's the numbers add up quickly. So let's say if you had 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, and Emran, you've published dozens of books, and again, you haven't written a word, and we have now people in the 6FKC who've already in a couple of weeks have published 3 and 4 books. So it's not unheard of.
No, not at all, not at
Yeah.
all. It's just, I mean, you outsource it. You're not doing the work yourself, so uh, the work is cut out for you.
And by the way,
Um,
the average, you might think it might cost a lot of money to have a book like this written. You can probably get a smoothie book written, Emran, for what, less than $100, right? $50,
oh
$75
yeah,
maybe.
$50, $75,
And
and
you
I
don't
mean,
have
you
to
don't
pay
have to do.
you don't have to pay royalties either.
Yeah, you don't have to pay royalties. You just have all the rights to it, pretty much, and then Amazon pays you. Amazon kind of keeps some of the royalties, but it's very little, and they pay you most of it. Most of it, you get check every couple of months, so
Right.
that's pretty cool. So as we were talking about, this book is doing pretty good, has nice reviews. You want to look inside. When you click on the cover, and you can see the cover is pretty nice too. It's pretty plain, right? But it tells you what it is exactly, and that's what you have to do. Um, Subtitle, you can't even see the subtitle on the cover, which is okay. I mean, you want to attract buyers by looking at the cover, and that's what they're going to do. And that's the one thing we actually, if you click on it, let's go inside, take a look inside, and let's see what this guy is offering. So you see the cover first, and you have the contents, right? And the recipes are broken down. It tells you exactly what you're going to get. Has pictures and formatted nicely. See, this is what people are looking for. They
Hmm.
go in, they look at the nice pictures, and that's how they buy. This is something you want to model. Okay, and the key is to model. We're not copying anything here. If you take this title here, I can come up with about 4 or 5 different titles just by looking at it, right? So as I talked about detox, we can say green detox smoothies, quick and nutritious recipes to look younger and live longer.
Hmm.
That's one example, right? You can come up with green smoothies for weight loss and well-being, lose 10 pounds in 7 days, something like that. All right. So another example could be green smoothies for beginners, right? Somebody who's just starting on a green smoothie diet. So, and you can tell them you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes right here, which a lot of people don't do, and I know for a fact that that sells
Right.
because you tell them exactly what they can expect from a book before they even get into the book. So this is how simple it is to create a book on Kindle. Um, Now, Ryan, I just want to ask a question. What is the number one thing people look at when they go to Amazon when they're exploring books and want to buy a book?
I would tell you without a doubt, it's the cover.
It's the cover? Yeah, 100%. You're right.
Right.
It is the cover because that's the one thing to look at. That's the first thing to look at.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, it's the quality of the content is very important. You have to have right content. You got to have the right uh, title. So these are the elements that you have to have. But the title is something that grabs your attention right away. That's how you look at the book and say, okay, you know what? Let me see. This is pretty cool. Let me explore it even a little bit more now. All right, so let's go back to our slides. All right, so we already talked about the number one reason why people buy, and that's the cover.
Hmm.
Um, what is Kindle? Well, Kindle is pretty much you have an e-reader all the way on the right side, which you can read books, and on the left, it is interactive. You can actually download apps. You can go on Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that, and you can even watch movies on the Kindle Fire, which is the Kindle Fire, and now they have the Kindle Fire HDX, and they keep coming out with new ones every year, I believe so. So about they have about 7 or 8 Kindles out now,
Right.
and you can buy Kindle offline as well. Um, a lot of people there. It's been estimated that Amazon sells about 26 to 28 million Kindle devices per year,
Yeah.
and that's pretty crazy. I mean, if you think about it, not only that you can download books on Kindle, you can actually download an app where you can just on an iPhone, if you have a PC, you don't even have to have a Kindle. It's just something they provide for you to even make it easier. Um, and Kindle, I mean, Amazon is counting on making money on the back end, and that's why they sell Kindles, and that's why they're so cheap now. They used to be like $400. Now it's like you can get Kindle for like 199. Um,
But it's not even. But here's the thing, Emran, and I don't mean to cut you off. Is that what most people may not know is that you don't even need a Kindle to actually read a Kindle book. Because this has
yeah, I was
changed the
about to
game.
get into that.
Yeah,
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 if you see,
it changed the game. You could now read it on your iPhone. Like I have a free app on my iPhone where I read Kindle books. You could read it on the computer. You could read it anywhere. So you might be saying, well, Kindle's a limited market. It's not. Any single person with a mobile phone or an internet access can now download Kindle books.
yeah, but if believe it or not, I didn't even buy Kindle until like a couple of months ago because I was just reading stuff on my computer.
Hmm.
But now I wanted to get it just to see how it feels and how it looks and how the books look. But I don't even have to have it. It's actually somebody gave it to me. I didn't even buy it myself. So it was a gift, and I said, why not?
Yeah.
Um, Now, if you look at the chart right here, Kindle's sales have surpassed the physical book sales. We are living in a digital world, so we're leaning more towards like cell phones, like Ryan said, internet, tablets, and other devices, and that's the very same reason why Kindle book sales have surpassed the physical book sales. You can see that from the chart in front of me here. Um, Now, look at this. Over 467 million ebooks have been sold since 2008. And most of it, about 457 million, were only sold in 2012. And part of the reason is Kindle. I mean, they introduced Kindle back in 2008, um, and it's just exploded. You can see that it's about 4,000% increase. I mean, it's just amazing. Um, Ebooks have generated over 2.8 billion in sales from 2009 to 2012. It's mind-blowing.
I know.
We don't have the numbers for 2013 yet, but I mean it's already I know it's already been uh, they're more than 1.3 billion dollars. I think almost 2 billion dollars in 2013. And it's projected to hit about 8.2 billion in 2017. It's pretty.
Yeah, that's not
I
bad.
mean, this is the time to get in.
Well,
I mean, if you don't have a book on Kindle right now, I mean, Ryan, you
Yeah,
tell
no,
on me.
no, I know.
Just
It's well, look, there's so many. I'll tell you the biggest reason to be on Kindle is very simple. It's Amazon does the marketing for you. You know, most people who try to make money online, they have to build a site, and even if they build a site and create a product, then they're like, well, where do I get the traffic from? Amazon wants to sell your products, so there's 200 million people or so a day that are coming there with their wallets ready to buy. And when they search, green smoothies and your book comes up and it's, 99 cents, $1.99, $2.99, it's like an impulse buy. It's like going to the supermarket and saying, "Yeah, I'll get that pack of gum for $1." And people are buying these like crazy. So Amazon, between Amazon driving the traffic and the low barrier to entry, and you're able to get the customer. I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't be on. And I tell all of my customers, no matter what you're doing online, you should have Kindle books. Absolutely 100%.
yeah, that's the way. I mean, I tell my wife to have Kindle books. I
Yeah,
mean, she's at home. I said, listen, just get a book done,
right.
and she's making like a couple $100 already with one couple of books that she has on. I
Yeah,
mean, anybody can do it.
I've never seen such an opportunity, honestly. Like it's like the ground floor. You're able to start your own publishing company with like $50. And get in
Yeah,
front of, I mean, in the
that's true.
past you could never do this. In a million years you could never do this in the past because you'd have to write a book and if you didn't get published, which you probably wouldn't, you'd have to self-publish and then print, 3 or 5 thousand books at $3 or $5 each. You're looking at $25,000, a garage full of books, and then you still have to sell them. And this bookstore wasn't getting it, so you're on your own, hawking books at a flea market, as opposed to Amazon sending hundreds of millions of people a day to these places, to the site, looking to buy. And it's automatic. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do customer support. You don't have to handle delivery. Amazon processes everything and then just cuts you a check. So let's keep going. Let's keep diving in here. And I'll just take over for a minute here, Emran, if you don't mind. There are essentially two publishing choices. Now there are some people who prefer to be the expert, which is what I call them, whereas they want to be the name in the face, they want to be the author, they want to be the person out in front. So this is one of our members in the Six Figure Kindle Club, Scott Colby, and he wants to do a book called The Power to Change. So he's the expert. Now some of you might want to be an expert, and that's fine. We have probably about half of our members are experts. Now if you click the to the next page, the second option would be the publisher. And this is someone who would rather not be the person. They're just kind of behind the scenes. So Emran is a perfect example of a publisher. He's published 30 or 40 different Kindle books, and not one of them has his name on it. No one knows he's written them. So that is a perfectly acceptable model. So if you're like, look, I don't want anyone to know. I don't want anyone to know what I'm doing. I have a full-time job. I don't want my boss to know. I want to do this on the side so I can have more options. Then this is going to be the option for you, just to do the publishing route. And you can also, I mean, essentially there's really a third market, which is the mix, right? Which is a combination of expert and publisher. So some people will have a couple books that are self-published under their own name and some that are published under a ghost name. It doesn't matter. And the great thing about setting up a Kindle account, with one account, you can have as many different names and publishing companies and publishing names and book titles and author names as in one account with one check. So it's very easy to manage.
Yep, unlimited pen names.
Yep.
You can have as many as you would like. Oh wait.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. So well, let's show them for a sec. Do you have it ready? Like some of the revenue that you've done?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
actually to me.
Wait.
Let's see. Okay, so this is actually from January to June. I started out by making about $1,500, as you can see here, and I ended up making about 14,000
A few months later.
few months later.
Fourteen thousand
Um,
three hundred ninety-four. Now, can I just say something real quickly, Emma? These
sure, sure.
are the what's most impressive here is these numbers are net, meaning this is pure profit because this is after Amazon already takes their percentage and their commission. And remember, Amazon is driving the traffic, so there's zero traffic costs. This is $14,394.34 in that month of May, and that goes right into Emran's account. And this is while you were, I believe you were still working at the furniture store.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
actually doing this part time, about
Yeah,
a couple hours a
this is
day.
part time.
Yeah,
So it just shows you the possibilities. Again, this is not a promise you're going to make this. You might make less, you might make more. But just to show you a guy, a guy who came here when he was 17 from Pakistan, working full time as a furniture salesman, if he can do it, why can't you? And he didn't write one word. So don't use the excuse of, oh, I'm not a good writer or any of that stuff. He didn't write any of it. So, okay, can we show them quickly? Can we just go to Amazon.com for a second and just show them just how quickly you could set up uh,
sure.
like an
Yeah,
account?
so basically, if you go to kdp.amazon.com, you can sign up. You can just click on sign up, and then it'll come on to you have this page right here. All you do is click here, I'm a new customer, enter your email, and click, and boom, you're in.
And if you're
All right,
not,
and
yeah, and if you're not a new customer, you could just use your existing
yeah, you
account.
can just use your existing email. If you bought something from Amazon, you can use that email to sign in. It's perfectly okay. And once you're in there, once you sign in, you can actually go in and publish a book. Let me sign in and see. Just show them real quick. And here you are. See? And what you have to do is just add a new title here. You can and start the process.
I
If I
mean,
click on it
literally,
here,
yeah, that's it. A big yellow button,
that's it.
and you follow the instructions, and about 2 minutes later, you have your book. There's no website to build. There's nothing confusing.
Nothing.
You add a title, you upload your book by clicking one button, and you're in. And there's a lot of, I mean, there are little specific things you should know, and that's what we're going to explain to you in a minute when we talk about the Six Figure Kindle Club. But there are things like, which the general public would know, the KDP Select. You want to click that because you want to enroll in that. That basically gives Amazon the exclusive for a certain amount of time to sell your book, and you want that because you also become part of the lending library, and you get money actually every time someone rents one of your books. So just for now, just know that you probably should click the KDP Select.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
But but that's, I mean, yeah, you just look. It's just adding titles, and it couldn't be easier to add a book. I mean, right? If you're Emmer, you can scroll down for a second here.
Yeah. So if you can
Yeah.
see, there's a title, subtitle. You can add a publisher. I mean, you're a publisher yourself, so you don't have. You can just add a contributor here, and then you're the author. So if you click here, first name, last name, and author, and you're done.
Hmm.
Okay. And upload a picture, add categories, add a couple of keywords here, your picture, and your doc file right here, and you're good to go. Done. Save and
Awesome.
continue, and you can on the next page you'll see there your pricing. You could do whatever pricing you want to give your book, depending on how many pages and what market you're in.
Okay, so let's go back to the.
Right? So
So what we've put together is a program that has literally changed our lives. We have well over 1,000 members already. We just launched weeks ago. It is just exploding, the Six Figure Kindle Club, and it's people call it the six FKC, and it's the 6 system. So if you want to scroll down, I'll explain what it is, and just wait until you see the deal we have. So part one is what we call the core training. Now, this is the step-by-step video training program that shows Emran exactly how to do it. And it's 20 step-by-step training videos. And this is the kind of program, because I've seen other Kindle training products, that someone will just sell the training program and they'll sell it for, 800 to 1,000 to $1,500. And this is all included. So right when you go in, we have a private Facebook group. So when you go in, you'll have instant access to all of these videos. Emma, do you have anything to add about these videos here?
yeah, well, I have about I show you how to make a cover. I also show you how to get a cover done for about $2. I also have videos showing you how to outsource it properly. If you don't know, don't worry about it. I show you on that how to get into formatting, how to create titles, how to come up with the content that are best-selling content, not just something that's out there and you're going to create that, oh, you know what, I just don't know what to do, and you're going to create a content. This way, in some videos, I show you even how to really get into it pretty much and model the bestsellers.
Okay, so let's keep going through this here. And I'm sorry about my phone. Yeah, look, when we do this live, phones ring. That's okay. We're just going to ignore the phone ringing in the background. Well,
Mine was ringing too.
yeah, yeah. Well,
I
here's
just shut it off.
you know what's great about this? It just shows that we are building these huge businesses and these companies all from working home. I'm doing this right now from my spare office in our house. I know you work from your house as well. So it's just
Yeah,
it's amazing what you can accomplish. You don't need a big office. You don't need big staff. Everything can be outsourced. But you can see here after the videos, Vic Simmons said, "Thanks so much, Emma, and I want you to know my brain wouldn't turn off after watching all your videos. I couldn't get to sleep. I have a full, complete plan for 2014." So this is, by the way, everything we're going to show you right here are actual screenshots from the group. These are people in the group commenting. These aren't like made up things. These are real people. Okay, keep going. And we have, I mean, how many thousands of, I mean, thousands of different posts saying how well they're doing now. Amy just posted this here. Thanks so much for your support, everyone. Number one and number two in two different categories. This is someone who didn't have a book before, and look at this, number one and number two in two different categories. The spirituality and meditation, and the spiritual one. Unbelievable. So stories like
truly
this
amazing.
happen on a, I was going to say a daily basis. It's almost become like an hourly basis. These success stories. So let's keep going. The second part is the updated core training and resources, and this is very cool because yes, it's great. Emma did a full 20 video training system that's going to show you from step one to starting up your Amazon to getting to bestseller and everything in between, where to go, where to update it, where to find ghostwriters, like everything you need, everything. But so other training programs might charge 500 or $1,000 for that, and then you're on your own. Like, hey, good luck to you. But Amazon changes a lot, and things change. So when these change, what happens? Well, again, you're on your own. Not with Six Figure Kindle Club. Emron is there all the time, every single day, updating it. So when there's new changes, new things happening, he's up there updating the resources. So it truly is a living, breathing program. It's always fresh and new, and it never becomes outdated. But so that alone is worth the price of admission, just having it updated all the time. Okay, let's keep going. And you can see here, here's a sample. We took a little screenshot from the group where he said, you know, this is a template. So someone had asked about outsourcing a writing job, and he said, watch the video, and boom, he uploaded an actual writing template right there for you. That's going to save you hundreds of dollars and dozens of hours of trying to do this stuff yourself. But it's right there. That's what this group is all about. Let's keep going. Again, another one, add this to the last page of your book to get automatic reviews. So we talked about automatic reviews. He added that, and he just added a new sheet. Okay? And look at this testimonial here. Thanks, Emma, because he was talking about drilling down in categories. For explaining how to drill down the categories and suggesting that we offer our books to gifts as friends. One verified purchase and one review got me in the top 100. Yippee. There's more to be done to stay, but of course, but that's a start. This is Flora's first book. Again, more success stories.
And
Awesome.
actually, her book was right. It was like 200,000 paid. Now
Mm.
you can see it's about 67,000 paid after just making a couple adjustments. From going from 200,000 paid to 67,000 is just phenomenal.
Yeah, those little
Um,
tweaks.
Little tweaks.
Again, learning so much. Christine here said, I think I'll stick with something a little easier to start. I've really been enjoying your videos, learning so much. Thanks for being so open about it all. Any videos you make, I'll watch. Okay, keep going. Number three is updated Amazon training because, like I said, Amazon changes all the time, and when they change, you're not going to be left behind. Like when they just added a new feature that's like this kind of countdown clock kind of thing or whatever it was. I don't even understand half the stuff. Emran is right there explaining it and putting videos about it. So this is truly a $300 a month value because you don't have to now spend 2 hours a day going through Amazon saying, did they make any changes? What should I do? What should I not do? Everything is here for you. All of the updated training. Right, Emran? I mean, you do nothing but Amazon.
Oh no, that's my actually that's the only business I am into. That's it. Amazon. And then you talked about Amazon training. There's a Kindle countdown deal that you just talked about, and I've been testing it, and it is still they still have to actually make some adjustments into it because it's not 100% yet. But
Hmm.
I'm always testing different things. It's just an example. The new thing that just came out with now, they've changed the whole KDP inside as well. Now they're have covers. Before, the covers were inside. You wouldn't be able to see your cover after you uploaded it. Now it's outside of Amazon as well. So once you log in, you can see which book is in front and how it looks pretty much. So you can click on it and make adjustment. So I need to actually redo the video on that as well. So
You
that's
see?
going to be done too.
Look at that. All right, let's keep going. So you can see again another example of outsourcing and updating new programs here. Keep going. Uh, Number 4 is forecasting videos, and this is really powerful because it's all about there's really two ways to publish a book, right? There's I'm going to go into one market and I'm going to go deep. So let's say you want to just go deep into writing cookbooks, and that's all you want to do. Then that's fine. But you may say, look, I don't really care what market I'm in. I just want to keep publishing different books and whatever's hot. So Emran has come up with a proprietary system to spot sales patterns, and he knows what's trending, and no one else does this. And what he does is he'll show you the hot market, and then he comes up with different sample titles and hooks and a lot more. Right, Emran, this is really powerful what you do here with the forecasting.
Yeah, I actually revealed the hottest topics, on a monthly basis. I've actually created about 4 videos already, and we opened up what, like, 3 or 4 weeks. And I've created a lot of videos, and people are really enjoying them too as well. And it's not for everybody. Don't get me wrong. Some people just don't want to be involved in forecasting. They want to do different things. But there are members that want to get into that, and they want to get into the hard markets and make some more money. Why not? And then actually, let me show you an example of one of the things I did with the forecasting video and the income that I generated just with one book alone. And that's my forecasting method pretty much. You can see here it's about $4,500
In one
generated
month.
from one book.
That was in one
In one
month.
month.
In 1 month. And
That's
by the way,
1 month, yes.
and that was all from a market, and I won't give away the specific book, but that was for this new hot video game that was coming. So Emran went to an outsourcer, paid him, I don't know, 50 or 75 bucks to write a book about this specific video game, using his own formula, and he did almost $4,000 in sales in 1 month with one book, and he never even played the game. That's what's
He
amazing
quit.
about it. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I never did.
right,
You're
right.
right.
4,000 a month is not bad for one product that, again, it's a hot market.
That's
You're
what
going
it
where the
is.
people are. Okay, let's keep going. All right. So again, hottest topics, and you can see here. So here was an example of the hot trends. This was actually in there in the site. How to triple, quadruple your sales without additional marketing, and you can see all the comments and how much people love this stuff. Okay. Next, this is a person who just did a testimony about Emran's forecasting strategies. Uh, Wait, go back to that for a sec. Of the 5
Sorry.
books I wrote after joining the club and running free promotions, the coconut oil recipe book sold more copies and more free downloads than any of the other 4 books. The number 2 best-selling book for me, the most download free promo, was coconut recipe books. Thanks, Emran. So that's awesome. Loved hearing that stuff. Okay. Number 5, the biggie, right? This is the coaching and the help. Emran is on there every single day answering your questions. It's a real world $8,500 value, and I'm completely serious because to get someone who's so good with this, who could be there and answer your questions all the time, is worth thousands of dollars a month. It truly is, and we're going to be raising the price of this program soon. But if you join today, it's going to be locked in. But it's wait till you see. Okay, let's keep going. Let's show some of the testimonials. You could see, and by the way, gives very detailed answers. So this person asked, and Emran went so detailed as to say, well, use 12-point Arial font, single space, 1-inch margins. I mean, who else takes the time to answer that? All right, keep going. We could spend 2 hours talking about Emran is so right. I changed the title of the book in categories, top 5 ways to make money online, and after just one day, I've gone from number 86,000 to number 30,000. So it doubled her rankings.
Actually, I want to give you an update on that. It's about 18,000 paid now
Mm,
in the Kindle store. So it's half of that now.
unbelievable. Keep going. Uh, Scott saying this is an awesome course. The best part is you have Emran answering all your specific questions. In other courses, you're left to figure things out on your own. Can't beat the personal coaching. 100% agree with him. Emran, you're the bomb. Don't know how you have the time to take care of all of us, but you do it extremely well. You're changing my life, pal. Thanks. Okay, these again, real screenshots. And the final component, remember the 6. So we talked about the core training, the updated core training, the Amazon updated training, the forecasting videos, the coaching, and finally is the masterminding, is the networking with other Kindle authors. And this is really, really valuable because this is where you can get reviews from other authors and cross promotions and joint ventures and share resources. So just having support and encouragement, having people who speak your language. If you're going on there and saying, "Oh, I'm in KDP Select and I went up 3,000." The public would be like, what language is that?" But we all speak your language. We all know what we're doing. We're all there to support each other. It's amazing, and people have become friends. They're meeting, for coffee. Like, it's really cool how quickly people are forming relationships and supporting each other. But just the reviews alone, just be there to get downloads and to get reviews is so powerful. Okay, you can see Barb here said the group members are so helpful and encouraging and motivating. Uh, Not sure, Emran offering his support all day and not even sure he sleeps. Keep going. And then Barb was so inspired, she actually did this promotional chart, a monthly Kindle promotion and marketing plan, so everyone could go in there and help each other promote. Awesome. What other groups do this? Travis, thanks so much, Emran, Ryan Lee, and everyone who's been so supportive. I'd not be able to do this without you. Thank you so much. Look at this, #1 in the Kindle for the baking, and #1. And this is a guy who's struggled for years to try to get anything going, and now he's publishing books and books, and lots of them, and having good success with them. Uh, and this is another guy, Michael, who actually created his own doc on there so people could add their own resources. So everyone's comes in, and here Mimi saying every question gets answered, and you're constantly getting encouragement from others. Very big is getting encouragement and putting yourself out there and not being alone. It's not easy to make money alone, but when you have other people supporting you, much easier. Okay. So it really is going to eliminate everything that's held you back. Because you don't have to be a professional writer, you can outsource this for as low as $50 to $75 for quality books. Remember, because Emran, we're not talking about like 300-page books. We're talking about like these little $1.99, $2.99, like 30, 40-page books, right?
Yeah, well, just to give you an example, the book that I just showed you for the forecasting video, it was only 25 pages. And I mean, you need a 25 to 30-page book in order to, I mean, you can price it $4.99 and make tons of money with that. So you don't need to have a 100-page book unless you're doing something really different, but mainly 25 to 50-page book will do.
Yep. Okay, keep going. Showing book covers and coming up with effective titles and sales-driven titles. Okay.
That's part of kind of, I got kind of covered that a little bit, but there's more into it. So, of course, I'm going to cover that a lot more in the videos. The market research, who's your audience, and stuff like that. So, and that you saw the example with the testimonials, how to get your book to the right audience, which is the correct selecting the right categories. So if you're in the right categories, you're going to find the right audience and where the traffic is. So I show you how to correctly get that done.
Okay.
And what to include in your book based on what successful authors are already writing, pretty much. And this is something that a lot of people just get scared by looking at, oh my God, I don't know how to create an outline. What am I going to tell my outsourcer, the guy that I'm outsourcing to, a ghostwriter? These are the things you need to know, and I cover that, and I make it pretty simple. So I have a video for that as well. And then, of course, you want to make sure there is no plagiarism. Your account can be banned instantaneously. I mean, Amazon doesn't play around with that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you how to get that done.
And, we could spend, and I'm not exaggerating, we could spend days going through every testimonial, but I just want to show you just a few here. This is one member who did 15,980 downloads in 24 hours. Okay, next. This is cool. This is a process showing you in real time. This guy Aaron, who came on, said, I'm about to put the book on. Even my friends and family are amazed. And then later on, he says, next link. Next page. And now the update is, wow, I'm selling copies. Number 67 on bestseller list for category health, fitness, and exercise. Okay, next. And then, he says, I'm currently number 2 in men's health and number 4 in health, exercise, and fitness for a book I published 2 days ago. I joined 3 days ago, and the training was to the point and effective. Absolutely. Obviously. Emran and the rest of the members are quick to answer questions and clarify doubts. I'm so glad I took the leap and joined 6FKC. You'll be too if you put in the effort. Powerful. Uh, Here's Kirk, and you can see. I want to share and encourage you. I woke up this morning. I have 3 books in the top 10 in one category. I just sold my 400th book this month. Before 6FKC, I was messing with Kindle books, but now I understand it's a very doable, realistic things. Awesome. 1,123 downloads last week by Kristen here. 13 sales, 8 more borrowed, and 70 people opt into the list in 4 days. I had my first book up in exactly 1 week. Again, all of the excuses are eliminated. We are action takers. Okay, keep going. I've already leaped over 2 major hurdles that plagued me for years. So again, we're breaking through all of those sticking points. Okay. Vix here says it's everything you need to make this happen. Everything. Good information, encouragement. If you watch the videos and model the progress, you can't help but make things happen. Next. Travis says that completely eliminate excuses and got stuff done. We'll call it. Next. Juba here said brilliant support from Immigrant to answer any question, which is true. Next. All right, people get the that I don't know why that slide screwed up, but anyway, over deliver with the best of the best. Keep going. It was obviously more positive. Awesome training. Keep going. Okay, we could keep going. Just keep going through this here. You guys can see. You can get the point. Keep going. Really good teacher. Good. Okay, and then in less than a week, this is what people were publishing. In so many different categories, and we should update this. We could update this every minute. Okay, organizing, finance, education, and some people use their names, some don't. Personal development, legal, recipes, health, holidays, fitness, niched recipes, inspiration and religion and spiritual, travel and wine, weight loss, beauty. I can go on and on. And Emran, I know there's hundreds of more categories that people are in. It's virtually unlimited.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed by so much. I mean, we had like about 10 books published just today. So I'm like, trying to comment every post. I'm trying to catch up, but it's too much sometimes. So,
It's amazing.
but it's so exciting. It's amazing just looking at it. It just makes you so happy by helping them just answering questions and stuff like that. It's
Right.
mind blowing.
Yes, and this truly is all inclusive. It's the one place, the Six Figure Kindle Club, for everything. So it's a private Facebook group, and everything is in there. All of the core training, all the updated videos, all the updated training, the ability to network with everyone and get Emirates coaching. There's no upsells, right? It's one place. So it's not the kind of thing we're gonna sell. We're gonna sell you this, and then we're like, oh, but for only $50 more, you get this. No, everything is in one place. It's a very clean offer. Okay. Next. So here's the beta member pricing, because we want to get to 10,000 members. So here's what we're doing. You're going to get, again, all this stuff, and the club will command the price of $200-300 a month eventually, maybe $500 a month, maybe even up to $1,000 a month. Because if you could make 2 or 3 or 5,000 a month, isn't it worth 1,000 a month? Just for Emran's coaching, it's worth it. So let's go next page. Here's the deal. You can try it now for 7 days for just $1. $1 and you're in, and you get full access. None of this half the programs, half the videos. You're going to get every video, everything for a full 7 days for just $1. And if you like it, you could stay for just $47 a month, which is about $1 and I don't know, $1.10, $1.15 a day, which is less than the price of what for a cup of coffee at Starbucks or a donut. And you'll lock in that price. So even if the price goes to 57 and 97, 197, you're only going to pay 47, no matter what. You're never going to pay $1 more than that. But again, you get to try it for $1. If it's not for you, cancel. You're never going to be rebilled, and it's fine. There's no harm and no questions asked. You could just give it a shot. So all you have to do is click that big yellow button below. Okay, keep going. I don't remember if there's anything else we had to say here. Yes, the price will go up. But not for you. You will be grandfathered in. So just give it a shot. Click that button below, and you are in. Okay? There might be one more. Yes, so once you click the button, you're going to be taken to the checkout page, and it's done through ClickBank, which has done a couple of $1 billion in sales already. 100% secure server, and you can see right here. There's nothing hidden. There's no hidden fees. It's a $1 initial payment for 7 days, and then each future payment is just 47 if you choose to stay with it, and you can cancel any time and never be billed again. Okay, one more page. And once you're in, you'll see, you'll get inside the Kindle group. You'll click that link that says see more, where you could actually see the training. Click the next page, Herman. And you'll see, like, here's links to the actual video. So you click on that and you can watch the video. It's very cool. You watch the video right within Facebook. It's right there, so you don't need separate logins. Now, you do need a Facebook account. And we've had some people who don't have a Facebook account that just create one Facebook account just for this. And that's fine. But it's all there. Okay, next. So just click the button below. Again, you get to try it for $1. Now, the process is once you try it, on the thank you page, you're going to be taken to where to go to request access to the Kindle Club on Facebook. Okay, so you're going to click it. Now, it might take a few hours, maybe up to 24 hours for us to go through and approve because we get so many people that join. We have to go through and just verify that you paid. Once we verify that you paid, you'll be approved, and then you can go in and start meeting Emran and everyone else and start publishing. Okay, but all you have to do right now is just click that big button below. But do it now because, as you can see, if you go to the regular Six Figure Kindle Club site, it's closed to the public. So this offer is only open for you now and is going to be closed very, very shortly. So click the button below, and we will see you on the inside. So, Emran, thanks again for being here today and taking time out of your day. I know you're going to hop back on the group right now.
Yeah, I have to.
but,
Exactly. Thank you.
but again, thank you, everybody, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside. Just click the yellow button, and we'll see you there. Take care, and goodbye.